Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and a well for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga. Hello friends and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family in fact descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bulungai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success, your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them, as they have done here for the past 20 to 30,000 years. So this is not an ideal or some dream. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world and within us, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective future. Thank you. Yano.
Distinguished guests, I am pleased to introduce Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, Professor Nick Mansfield.
Thanks, thanks, Chris, very much for your welcome to country. It's an honour to the university that you come along to deliver the welcome. And we're here today to celebrate the importance and value of education, so it adds a great deal of meaning to the ceremony to be able to connect it to the long traditions of wisdom, knowledge and learning that have taken place on this site for many thousands of years. So thank you again. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, our graduands. It's my distinct honour and pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduands and their guests a special greeting from the members of the Macquarie University Council, the university's governing body. It's our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. Now I see and hear that there might be some small children and even a few babies here today, and I want everyone to know that they are especially welcome. And I also want you to know that we don't expect young people to stay still or to remain quiet through the length of a graduation ceremony. This is very much an event for families, and everyone is welcome. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a university degree is not an easy thing. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way in pursuit of your end goal. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you have achieved. We, as a university, are certainly very proud of your accomplishments, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome families, supporters, and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share in one of the greatest days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you as well for celebrating this great occasion with us. Now, our graduates mightn't realise it, but we're about to participate in one of the oldest of Europe's social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say around 1500 AD, and look to see what Western social institutions were around at that time and are still around with us today, you'd find that there are only about 60 of them. They include the Roman Catholic Church, the Parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All the rest of the institutions that were around at that time and that are still around with us now are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns just like the ones you're wearing and participating in ceremonies very like this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students around the world. Now, we all know that Macquarie University is not one of those ancient institutions. In fact, we're only about 60 years of age. And though we're amongst the younger universities in the world, we're very proud to take part in this time-honoured ceremony. Youth, however, has its advantages, and Macquarie is a very modern, forward and outward-looking institution. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, engagement and impact. We're continually progressing by extending our research partnerships, course offerings and facilities. We have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. Even though this recent few years have been a period of great challenge for all of us, it remains a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst such change. and as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. Macquarie University has over 220,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries. It's very clear we're looking forward and on the move, and so, of course, are you. Some of the things we all value about Macquarie will never change, however. The friendliness, inclusiveness, and approachability of our staff and students is something often commented upon by visitors to the university, both from Australia and around the world. This is inherent to Macquarie's culture and part of its founding vision, and we intend it will always remain so. Remember, you will always be welcome here. Macquarie University will always be a leader in learning and teaching, a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. However, our collective journey is first and foremost about building human community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common, where we care about each other, even when our points of view on many matters might diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduates, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this grand occasion. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour and pleasure to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But now it's my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Associate Professor Louise Kohlmeier. Associate Professor Kohlmeier is the head of the Department of Health Sciences and Director of the Australian Lymphedema Education Research and Treatment Program within the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences here at Macquarie University. Louise is a lymphedema therapist, an occupational therapist, educator and researcher with over 30 years of experience in both public and private settings, specialising in breast cancer rehabilitation and lymphedema management. She's involved in strategically managing and developing the education, research and treatment arms of the innovative and internationally recognised Centre of Excellence multidisciplinary program. I now invite Associate Professor Louise Kohlmeier to deliver the occasional address.
Good afternoon, Presiding Officer, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, graduands, and their families and friends. I feel very honoured to stand here today to speak to you on your special day. I would like to congratulate all of the graduands from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences here today, who have undoubtedly triumphed over challenges to complete your studies. My own career, working as an occupational therapist, has spanned over the last 3 decades, yes, before even some of you were born, across both public and private healthcare settings, with the last year being spent here at Macquarie University, developing a multidisciplinary specialist lymphedema program known as the ALERT program. So I need you to stay alert for the next few minutes as I share a few reflections on my own healthcare career, which hopefully may show you that opportunities are endless for you right now, and you can be and do anything you want in the future. Today you are receiving your degree, which is just the beginning and foundation for a career as a lifelong learner. I consider myself to be a lifelong learner. I consider myself to be a specialist clinician, and always at the heart a clinician, a researcher and educator, and in some ways quite a non-traditional academic. But how did I get to this place? Well, my career was certainly not planned, and I feel very grateful for the opportunities and people that have supported me to be where I am today. A few key highlights for me was getting a solid grounding of being a clinician, working within 2 large public teaching hospitals in Sydney, where I developed clinical skills and experience working in breast cancer rehabilitation and lymphedema management. Lymphedema is where individuals develop swelling in their arms or legs, often after treatment for cancer or trauma. When I was on maternity leave with my second daughter back in 2000, a breast surgeon who I'd worked with in the public hospital asked me to go into private practice with him so that I could offer patients the same service I was giving in the public hospital within his private practice. Why not, I thought. So with 2 children under 3, I started working in my own private practice, seeing patients initially on a Saturday morning for 4 hours in between breastfeeding my daughter, so that my husband could mind the girls and I be around during the week. As the years passed, my private practice grew, and I even had other therapists working for me so I could juggle my growing family. My husband would probably say even today that I'm not the best businesswoman, because as a healthcare professional, I would often give patients extra time or a free bandage or equipment to assist in managing their condition. I'm a healthcare professional. I still try and see patients now in my current role when I can, because they keep me real and they keep me up to date and help me in teaching students so that my students know that I know what it's like to be out in the clinical setting. I'll always be a clinician at heart. My love for asking questions and wanting to find answers to improve care for women going through breast cancer treatment led me to be involved in clinical research and commencing here at Macquarie University. If you'd asked me 15 years ago where I would be in 2023, I would not have thought that I'd be here. In 2015, when working full-time at Macquarie, the opportunity arose for me to enrol in PhD studies, to keep my life exciting, perhaps. At that time, I had 3 daughters in high school and 1 daughter in primary school, and my amazing husband encouraged me to take up the opportunity with a "we'll make it work" attitude. So in 2021, I completed my PhD, which I say was really a family PhD, because during my 6 years of studies, we not only completed the PhD, but we completed 3 HSCs and a law degree. And my last child is completing the HSC this year, so I'll be finished with HSCs. My advice to you graduates is never discount the possibilities of what you will be able to achieve in your career when opportunities come before you. Some of you may think I'm absolutely crazy, which maybe I am, but I love what I do. As you graduates venture into your healthcare career, whether it be in a clinical, research, academic, professional or corporate sector role, it's important that you look after yourself. Self-care means looking after your physical and emotional needs, making time for regular exercise, practice what we preach as health professionals, spending time with your family and friends and doing fun things, having relaxation and travel activities that perhaps have been on the back burner while you've been completing your studies. I must say this is something I failed to achieve, balance in my life, so start practicing early so it becomes a good habit for you. I suggest that you be kind to yourself and believe in yourself and be open to opportunities that come your way. Don't feel like you have to enrol in postgraduate or higher degree research studies straight away. These opportunities will always be there for you. Look at me. I enrolled in a PhD at age 46. Within self-care, I would also encourage you to consider accessing professional supervision and mentoring throughout your career, not only about the day-to-day practicalities of your new job, but also thinking about your future career goals and what you may need to consider to achieve those goals. I still have regular professional mentoring now. When working clinically, my advice is to remember what you have learnt at university about person-centred care. Try not to go into automatic pilot and treat everyone the same. Respect and treat every person according to their individual preferences, their needs, values, and ensure that your client values guide all of your clinical decisions. Sometimes life just happens, and individuals need support and guidance from us as health professionals without judgment to get them back on track to prioritise their own health. As a new graduate, I encourage you to never forget the individual person in front of you and understand what is going on in their life that may impact your treatment and their goals. Medical and health systems, treatments and practices have certainly changed in the last 30 years in my career, with advances in research and multidisciplinary care. In recent years, we've seen developments in automated electronic medical record systems. They were paper when I started. Artificial intelligence systems, telehealth options for greater equity of services, robotic surgery, day surgeries, and rehabilitation in the home, to name a few. Ongoing research and education is vital to the delivery of medicine and health service delivery. And you are certainly equipped with the skills and knowledge to be lifelong learners. This is an exciting and challenging time in healthcare, and new graduates will be the next generation to further advance healthcare. You can make a difference, and I encourage you to promote your own role within your multidisciplinary clinical and research setting. As you sit here on your graduation day, think for a moment about the people across all parts of your life who have supported, encouraged, and inspired you throughout your studies, and many of them are in this graduation hall. I hope that you will all continue to treasure those important people in your life. Consider the importance of your own self-care. Remember person-centred care when you're working clinically and working in a changing and dynamic healthcare system, and accept all the opportunities that come your way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Louise, for those insightful and interesting remarks. Thank you. As Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies just like today's and conferring degrees on those who've complied with the university's requirements for awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Professor Taryn Jones, to formally certify the eligibility of those who've met the university's requirements for awards.
Pro-Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees to which they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Pro-Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Pro-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences. I now call on Professor Patrick McNeill, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Medicine and Health and Executive Dean at the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences to present the graduates. Professor McNeill.
Pro-Chancellor, the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences at Macquarie University contains two schools, the Macquarie Medical School and the School of Psychological Sciences, and 3 departments, Health Sciences, Chiropractic and Linguistics, as well as a research institute, the Australian Institute of Health Innovation. The faculty is a core component of Macquarie University Health Sciences Centre, which is a unique academic health enterprise in Australia. Macquarie is the only university that integrates its learning and research with health practice here on campus at our own health service called MQ Health. MQ Health provides the opportunity for students enrolled within the faculty to learn or to undertake research in an environment where real clinical practice is occurring. The faculty is proud of the way it integrates its learning, its health and medical research with patient care, captured by the purpose of MQ Health in 3 words: heal, learn, discover. Students in the faculty are studying one of 9 undergraduate degrees or a large number of postgraduate coursework or postgraduate research degrees. And these include our graduate entry medical degree, the Doctor of Medicine, the Doctor of Physiotherapy, the Master of Public Health, the Master of Research, and our premium research degree, the Doctor of Philosophy. The majority of graduates to be presented today are graduating from the faculty's Bachelor of Clinical Science or the Doctor of Physiotherapy. I'll be also presenting graduates who've completed their master's degrees, either research master's degrees at master's or doctorate levels. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences whom you have admitted to the degrees or awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Clinical Science. Vanessa Abaruza. Joshua Baker. Kate Barry. Caitlin Serrera. Luke Dalton. Tara Dameshki. Rory Goggins, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Sophie Jacobs. Ruby John, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Parinaz Herandish. Carol Koo. Pranita Kumar. Aaron Light Mason, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Marianne Nahul. Isabella Nasser. Chloe Newman. Jack Rosa. Rhiannon Rotuma. Joel Rudderman. Taylor Scutts. Charlie Simpson. Sonia Singh. Lily Wharton. Rochelle Zern. Jason Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences. Molly Atkinson. Sebastian Cameron. Alexander Ciccarelli. Tessa Coleman. Lachlan Cray. Tennessee D. Caitlin Green. Daniel Harper. Chloe Hartman. Alex Huang Sisavat. Kathy Jiang. Oliver Jordan. Oscar Mason. Joshua Masika. Tyson Namok. T-Bao Heung Nguyen. Raquel Pearson. Farah Piezad. Annalise Piggott. Ratatam Prekpannarut. Jacob Sears. Taylor Simmons. Callum Trethowan. T. Chung. I present graduates submitted to the degree of Doctor of Physiotherapy. Sophie Aristobil Adele. Wern Shin Joyce Au. Katrina Banning. Sarah Barnes. Kamalpreet Kaur Bangu. Alicia Brown. Wing Hoi Chan. Tirapon Chop Ngan. Claudia Chow. William Cole. Tai Ph. Dung. Taylor Douglas. Joshua Eastburn. Liam Feather. Genevieve Fogarty. Jocelyn Franken. Nicholas Glenn. Jervis Goodsell. Matthew Haddad. Gail Harris. Annie Herr. Olivia Heffernan. Jake Hills. Thomas Hungerford. Michael Illett. Alexa Jacqueline Joshua. Janelle Jocelyn Juice. Junhei Jeremy Lai. Jeremy Lam. Cynthia Lowe. Ahmad Makhzoom. Namin Malas. Melinda Martin. Jake Minke. Jake was awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Ali Mohsen. Kavya Moily. Connor Maloney. Visisha Dana Muthusamy. Jane Megan Mahlaney. Shannon Murray. Jamie Murray. Isabella Needham. Tony Newen. No? No? Sorry. Daphne. Excuse me, Pro-Chancellor. Daphne Laurel Hahn Newen. Tony Newen. Michael Nolan. Charles Raphael Pereira. Shay Peters. Jaden Prakash. Ellen Amanda Rosenberg Chemazar. Leah Scott. Nigel Nazareth Shenoy. Ran Spania. Anthony Stuffer. Joanne Tran. Jessica Waters. Toby Wilcox. Teresa Siu Mei Wu. Perry Zotos. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health. Uluwadami Lare Uluka Yode Aniv Fowase. Arionda Vabold Bata. Patria Cantrell. Roel Castillo. Pratap Raj Gautam. Alexia Kamen Yash. Jared Lane, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Joseph Chigametsu Noelsa. Suruchi Pandey. Duvani Patel. Moninyat Roth.
This one.
So, excuse me, Friday afternoon. Vidura Pereira. Moninyat Roth. Dilna Sasindran. Shayo or Raman. The Master of Public Health Research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is competency in applied public health research. Our Master of Public Health Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate public health training, and a major research project. Graduates are focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in a public health field. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health Research. Situha Binta Ali for a thesis entitled University students' experiences during the COVID-19 pandemic in Australia. Irene Simpson for a thesis entitled Factors Influencing Consultation Length in General Practice. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, a high degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Isaiah Lorenzo de Guijar for a thesis entitled Retinal Imaging for the Early Diagnosis of Alzheimer's Disease. April Gregson for a thesis entitled Cardiovascular Elements of Innate Alerting Responses, Role of the Superior Colliculus. Liana Kalupahana for a thesis entitled The Effect of Dietary Coconut in Tauopathies Causing Dementia. Samuel King for a thesis entitled Development of Normalised Quantitative Measures of Lumbar Disc Degeneration. Shivani Krishnamurthy for a thesis entitled Tryptophan Metabolism and Liver Cancer. Kirolos Luka for a thesis entitled Personalised Multi-Point Calibration Curves obtained by controlled hydrostatic changes of the upper limb for cuffless estimation of blood pressure from pulse transit time. Tamida Sharmin for a thesis entitled Investigating Plasma Protein Biomarkers in Preclinical Alzheimer's Disease, utilising an autosomal dominant Alzheimer's disease cohort. Tina Vickery for a thesis entitled A National Workforce Analysis of Physiotherapy Practice in Australian Emergency Departments. Carnesia Ward for a thesis entitled Which Visit Types in Primary Care are Suitable for Telehealth? A systematic review and design implications for virtual care. Hugo Wiggins for a thesis entitled Surgical Accuracy of Patient-Specific Instruments in High Tibial Osteotomy and Distal Femoral Osteotomy, an alignment study of the lower limbs, pelvis and lumbar spine. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Joel Berliner for a thesis entitled Studies of Fluid Physiology in Post-Traumatic Syringomyelia. Dr. Yuan Deng for a thesis entitled The Role of Cell Cycle and Excitotoxicity in Alzheimer's Disease Pathogenesis. Dr. Fahima Fakihi for a thesis entitled Radiation-Induced Markers for Vascular Targeting. Dr. Kanishka Pushpita Mahatanin Tirigai for a thesis entitled Investigating Amyloid and Tau Protein Pathology in the Retina in Healthy and Neurodegenerative Disease Conditions. Pro-Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Medicine, Health and Human Sciences.
Pro-Chancellor, I call on Dr. Joel Berliner, who graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Joel Berliner.
Good afternoon, Pro-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates, guests, and my beautiful family and friends. It's a real honour to be speaking here today. I want to start by congratulating my fellow graduates. We climbed a mountain. It wasn't easy, and we did it in a pandemic. I don't know all of you, but that won't stop me from praising you. You showed perseverance, resilience, and academic aptitude that has led you to achieve this remarkable milestone. Take in this moment and feel proud. You deserve all the accolades. So now, theoretical physicist and thorn in my side, Richard Feynman once said, "Never confuse education with intelligence. You can have a PhD and still be an idiot." When faced with the task of writing this speech, I'm going to be honest. Joel Berliner, PhD, felt the weight of Richard's words. I panicked. I wondered, should I ironically plagiarize Elwood's amazing grad speech from Legally Blonde? Should I find some inspirational quotes on Instagram and pass them off as my own work? Should I wax lyrical about the people who shaped me and the experiences that inspired me to pursue neuroscience in the first place? I sat there paralyzed. I didn't know what to do, and I had Richard's voice in my ear. I imagined severe, a bit gravelly, possibly German, and calling me a whole number of unflattering things. I felt less than in this task, if that makes sense, and I got lost in reflection. I consider the education that has brought me to this moment. In high school, I learned information that was fed to me by teachers, textbooks, spark notes. When it came to my Bachelor of Medical Science, the rote learning was self-directed, critical analysis skills were nurtured, and the gaps in my knowledge bank started to materialise. A bachelor degree provides a strong foundation for academic competency. Perhaps like a lot of you graduating today, my journey from bachelor to master was a steep and unpaved trail. Sourcing the right literature, documenting your scientific methods meticulously, being critical of the ways in which other researchers have drawn conclusions. Do these qualities a researcher make? In my experience, a Master of Research was an uphill sprint, where research acumen was cultivated in record time. If you're here because you then embarked on a PhD like me, you were faced with a marathon task, a marathon that reduced you to tears more often than not. I hope, not because I want that for you, more so I hope I wasn't the only one. You likely fought hard to stay upright, to keep jogging up that mountain, only to step on a small, unseen rock and lose your footing and your elevation. But then you quickly learnt that you can work out what went wrong, troubleshoot your protocols, identify that small rock, and overcome it with a fresh enthusiasm and a sense of accomplishment. These qualities a researcher make. Looking back down the mountain of learning I currently stand on, I see the research skills I've developed over time. I see I have swapped out rote learning for asking more questions than there are answers for. I see there is now more integrity to the acquisition of knowledge. There is a trust in the process and more comfort in the shortcomings and failures. In my experience, and I believe in most people's experience, an academic pursuit doesn't happen by itself. We are guided, championed, and uplifted by the supervisors, lecturers, tutors, mentors, colleagues, friends, confidants, partners, family members, and other special people in our lives. We don't achieve milestones without support. So sitting at my desk, I wished I didn't have Richard's voice in my head. But his wasn't the only one. I had my champions, my parents, my sister, my friends, and especially my gorgeous Nana, a prominent fixture in my life for most of my studies, now just a voice. She showed me how to face the world with pure love and kindness. And with her in my corner, what's reading off a couple of palm cards? What's any mountain, really? Congratulations, class of 2022, and thank you to the voices that cheered us on. In the timeless words of Elle Woods, we did it!
Thanks very much, Joel, for that speech. Terrific, and congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bello, bello, wandering o'er the rocks. A conferrar l'anello, sì, sì, ci voglio andare. E se andrei sui ponti vecchio, ma
That was Ms. Angela Brewer, who's the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Will you please join me again in thanking her for that fantastic performance? Please also join me in thanking our musicians this afternoon. On the organ, Heather Mowen-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Ms. Melanie McLaughlin. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank representatives from our alumni to help celebrate the occasion. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it certainly does not represent the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you're now part of the bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which, as I mentioned earlier, has over 220,000 members in over 140 countries, now welcomes you to its fold. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, or simply to visit our beautiful surrounds and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. We urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. We urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. We urge you to continue the hard work that has brought you this far. And remember, the world isn't only changed by the great leaps forward of people like Albert Einstein and Marie Curie, but by the many contributions, small and large, of people just like you. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and learners and leaders. So we urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much sometimes to make a real difference to someone's life. Sometimes a small gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. We challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and support to those you meet on life's journey. Our hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you'll use what you have learnt here not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, we charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It's also our hope that you always remember the people who've helped you along the way, many of whom are here with us this afternoon. So to acknowledge their contribution and to thank them, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like all our new graduates to please stand up. Now place your testamers on your seats behind you and turn around to face your families and friends. And now it's time to give them a mighty round of applause. Now you can turn around now. Don't sit down, don't sit down. Now here on the dais with me are representatives of our academic staff who've helped, led and supported you along your journey. So please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing. Do pick up your testamers from the seats behind you. The official party is about to leave the graduation hall, followed in procession by the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies like this one down through the centuries. There's an age-old set of Latin words which go with this music, which begin, Gaudeamus igitur dum sumus juvenes. Translation, this means, therefore let us rejoice, for we will always be young. The song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and old age at the same time, of the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state and city and of happiness. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, and above all, with happiness. Now might I ask everyone to please stand. Shortly I'll lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates in procession. I then invite you all to join us outside on the terrace for some light refreshments. In closing today's wonderful celebrations of your achievements, I say again, Gaudiamus igitur. Therefore, let us rejoice.